Hello everyone, and welcome to What If Naruto Was a Girl. Where we left off, the group just got done with the land of, just got started with the land of waves. Defeated the two demon brothers. Anko interrogated the demon brothers to figure out what's happening, and all of them deciding on what to do, and they decided to move forward. So as they're moving forward through the forest, and they're walking, and Uncle says to Hinata to activate her Byakugan to scan further on. So as they're walking, Hinata picks up a rabbit in the distance, and she's like, Uncle says there's something off about this rabbit, and yeah, the fur, they all examine it, and Uncle's like, yeah, the fur's different, and then they all get the senses, and then she's like, get down, and they both jump down. Everyone jumps down. Hinata grabs Tazna and tosses them down as Zabuza is stuck. Has that awesome entrance where he's tossed his sword against the tree and he's on the tree. And he's like, nothing personal, but I'm going to have to kill that bridge builder. I got hired to kill him. And I'm going to. So they Naruto, Hinata, and Sasuke all jump around and try to protect the bridge builder. And it's just instinct. Anko didn't really have to say anything. And Anko gets into a fighting stance and waits to see what happens. As Zabuza casts a mist jutsu, the kid in mist, and mist surrounds the area. But Naruto's like, I got this. Wind style, wind shockwave, and she makes a huge shockwave and blows all the mist away. Zabuza's like, damn it, I really hate wind users. But it doesn't matter, as he goes to charge after Tazna. And then Anko sees that's happening and does striking shadow snakes and wraps his sword in some snakes. But Zabuza breaks free and he turns to Anko and is like, oh, I see. We have one of the students of Orochimaru here. Interesting. I'll kill you first. See how well you train with a Sonic. And so Anko just licks her face because she's excited about this, and she's like, bring it on. And they go. Hamza tries to slash her with a cut with his sword, but Anko easily dodges out of the way. Does a backflip out of the way. And then Anko does jutsu, and she does a um quick little sorry, she does a genjutsu on Zabuza to slow him down, and Uncle's like, I need some backup over here. This is our chance to take him down. And Narco nods and jumps in the way. And she's like, Narco's like, water style, water vortex jutsu. And she does like that water vortex, like tornado, starts spinning around and going towards Zabuza. And it hits him directly. But then he poops into water. And like, damn it, it was a water clone. And then Uncle is looking around. She sees something out of the corner eye, her eye, and she pushes Narco out of the way right in time before she gets caught into a water prison. And Zabuza has her in the water prison. Has Anko in the water prison. So he's like, what you gonna do, little kids, since I have your sensei caught? He's like, I'm gonna kill you next since you have a wind jutsu and a water jutsu. You kind of seem the biggest threat. And he gives his killing intent. It kind of freezes Naruto because she's dealt with like strong opponents, but she never felt like any killing intent, so this kind of stuns her for a little bit. And right before Zabuza does a huge swing against Naruto, which she's still a little stunned, Hinata jumps in, does some gentle fist techniques on Zabuza's arm, and it's just enough for he drops the sword a little bit, and but Zabuza still powers through, and since Hinata jumped in the way, she gets cut. Like a big gash through her side, and this snaps Naruto out of her daze. She's like, Hinata, and this enrages her a little bit, and her eyes flash red, but not the Sharingan. Demon chakra just for a second. Her eyes flash red. Again, she's like, I'll kill you for that. And she does Shadow Clone Jutsu. And she summons 2 clones. And she's like, now summoning Jutsu. And she summons a toad, like 2 toads that aren't really important right now. And she's like, let's do it. Formation B. And all 3 of the narcos jump on the toad's heads, like the smaller toads. They're kind of smaller. And she's like, fire style, fire flame. I forget what it's called. I'm sorry. Like, and all 3 of the toads like spit out some oil and like combination attack, oil flame bomb, and it rushes towards Zabuza. And it's also a huge white flame, and he's like, I'm gonna have to drop this, I'm gonna die. And he's like, he drops Anko, he lets go, and he's like, water style, water wave, for, and he summons a huge wave, out of, out of his mouth. So he's like, water style, water geyser, and he shoots the geyser out of his mouth. And then the jutsus collide, but it's not enough. And Sasuke sees what's happening. He runs in, grabs Anko, and they both jump out of the way just in time. But Zabuza, even slowing down the wave with his water attack, still is enough, and he gets caught up into engulfed into big flames. And Zabuza gets engulfed in flames. And is on the ground, burnt to a crisp. And he would have been burnt more, but right before he got hit super hard, a giant ice mirror popped out of nowhere and protected him. So Zabuza did get hit, but got protected a little bit from the ice mirror. But no one saw that. So they think he's dead. And Haku does his whole business with the hunter ninja, and takes Zabuza, and they dip out of there. And Naruto's like, Uncle Sensei, we gotta patch Hinata up. Is there anywhere we could go to patch her up? And Tazuna speaks up and is like, my house isn't far from here. We could patch her up at my house. And sorry about that. So they go to his house. They rush to Tazuna's house. They explain what's happening with Tazuna's daughter and stuff like that. And Naoko is panicking, but she calms herself down because she's trained for this, because she's got trained by Hinata, and she starts healing Hinata. And she heals Hinata, but Hinata does have a bad scar from her shoulder across her chest down to her right leg. So it's like a vertical slash. Naruto knows this and it's like, she thinks to herself, she's like, damn it. If I didn't hesitate, Hinata wouldn't got hurt. So she's like, I promise you, Hinata, and for future missions, I will never hesitate again. And she says this out loud. And Uncle's like, well, that's good and all, but we're gonna have to train for the. I'm guessing that Zabuza is somehow still alive. I feel a cool air of water protecting them. And I know my Ambu assassin ninjas, and they're just supposed to take the head of right away, and they didn't do that. I should have caught on, but I was too worried. But I was too focused on Hinata would make it out. Because you're part of my team, and I don't want my team to die on me on my first real team mission. So we're going to cut. She's like, rest up. Uncle's like, rest up, and we will train and continue with our mission until the bridge is built. And so they all get their separate rooms. Hinata wakes up, and Naruto kind of cries into her shoulder. She's like, "I'm sorry. I shouldn't hesitate like that. I'm sorry." And Hinata's like, "It's okay. I'm glad I was able to protect you. I just got sloppy. It won't happen again." He's like, and Naruto's like, "Yeah, but you got injured because of me." And I was like, "Well, didn't do too serious damage, and I got kind of cool little scar. My father won't be happy that I got this badly injured, but it was going to happen eventually. We're ninja. We're prepared for. You gotta be prepared for people dying on us and getting a little scar." And Naruto just smiles at her. She's like, "I'm glad you're okay." And I was like, "Well, we do have an excellent medic on our team." And they both smile at each other, and they kind of realize what's going on, so they kind of blush and look away. And so the next day, due to Naruto being trained by Tsunade, heals Hinata perfectly, and they go out the next day to train. And they are at the dinner table, and they spent the day training, so now that night at the dinner table, like they're and they're having a meal, and Inari does his speech. He's like, "Oh, you don't know what pain is," all this stuff. And Naruto's like, he's like, grow up, kid. He's like, "Everyone at this table knows what pain is. I've lost a father too, and Hinata's lost a mother, and Uncle has her own issues that we won't go. Everyone has issues, but it's what you do with them to move on. Everyone has hardships, but you can't use that to be an excuse." And she just gets up because she's angry with that little comment, and storms off. And that's where we're going to leave this. Thank you guys so much for listening. Sorry if it sounds a little weird. Kind of be a little quiet right now. But in the next episode, there will have the battle on the bridge, and I'm going to go into the first part of the shooting exams. So, thank you all for listening, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, wait, sorry. Before I sign off, the what if Naruto was the granddaughter of Kurama will be posted tomorrow. And thank you guys so much. again, for real this time. Bye.